There is a kingdom within you, not one of thrones or gold, not one built by applause or measured by the weight of coins, but one more enduring, more powerful, more sacred, a kingdom of self. And right now, you are its lost prince, wandering, doubting, reaching, hungry for respect, starving for control, desperate to matter in a world that rushes by without care. But hear me now. The world bows only to those who have mastered themselves. Look around you. Do you see it? The noise, the chaos, the empty chase? Men trade their time for distraction, their soul for fleeting pleasure, their strength for comfort. They scroll, they watch, they beg, hoping the world will tell them who they are. But you are meant for something higher, something older, something eternal. You are meant to become sovereign, respected, not by title, but by truth, powerful, not by domination, but by discipline. And this journey begins within. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, most powerful man of his time, wrote not for the world, but for himself. Not to be praised, but to remain grounded. Not to command others, but to rule the riot inside. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." And so I ask you, have you learned to rule yourself? Before you demand respect from others, have you learned to respect your own time? Before you seek control over life, have you claimed dominion over your emotions, your habits, your impulses? For no man can walk with the bearing of a king if he still crawls beneath his own desires. Discipline is the first crown. It is forged not in applause, but in silence, not in comfort, but in resistance. When the alarm rings at 5 a.m. and you rise, when your mind screams quit and you go on, when you feel rage boil and you respond with calm, this is strength. And it echoes louder than any flex, any post, any shout for attention. Discipline is the daily vote you cast for the man you are becoming. It is the invisible armor, the fireproof skin, the unshakable ground beneath your feet when storms come. And they will come. You cannot control the chaos of the world, but you can control the architecture of your soul. When the world insults you, will you snap like a boy, or stand like a man? When love leaves you, when fortune fades, when shadows stretch across your path, will you crumble or rise? Understand this. Life is not fair. It is not merciful, but it is always watching. Watching what you do when no one claps. Watching how you carry yourself when no one believes in you. Watching how you rise when the world tries to bury you. And respect, true respect, does not come from noise. It comes from quiet power. From the man who needs nothing, yet gives everything. From the man who walks into a room and doesn't have to speak, because his presence says it all. Control over life is not about controlling others. It is about mastering the only kingdom you will ever truly own. Your mind. The Stoics taught us, the obstacle is the way. Don't run from difficulty. Don't curse misfortune. Let it forge you. Every challenge is a test. Every failure, a forge. Every pain, a chance to rise with more dignity than before. Say to yourself each morning, I was not born to be tossed by the winds of life like a leaf. I am the mountain. I am the stillness beneath the storm. Now listen closely, young brother. The world does not owe you respect. No one will hand it to you. It must be earned. Daily, hourly, silently, through choices that hurt in the moment, but elevate you for a lifetime. So train your body, not to impress, but to carry burdens with grace. Train your mind, not to outsmart others, but to outlast chaos. Train your spirit, not to dominate, but to serve something higher. This is the paradox. The man who needs power never has it. The man who serves something greater than power becomes unbreakable. Respect begins when you speak less and act more, when your word is law to yourself, when you keep your promises even when no one's watching, when you can say no to distraction, to comfort, to weakness. You want to be respected? Then do not be common. Do not be soft when life gets sharp. Do not be led by impulse, envy, or fear. Be the man who can sit with pain. Be the man who does what's right, not what's easy. Be the man who, even in defeat, walks with dignity. That man earns respect without asking. Marcus wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Let the others talk, let them flex, let them boast. You build, you endure, you become. Become the man who can carry his own cross and still help another stand. The man who walks into the arena of life bloodied but unbeaten. You were not made to be another echo. You were made to be a voice, a presence, a force, not through volume, but through virtue. Not through rage, but through reason. Not through fear, but through character. And when the day comes, and it will, when others look to you for guidance, when young men see the fire in your eyes and ask, "How did you become like this?" you will not boast. You will not preach. You will look them in the eye and say, "I mastered what I could. I let go of what I couldn't. I bled in silence. I rose in storms. I lived by principle, not by trend. And that is how I became free." Because in the end, that is what all of this is about. Not fame, not likes, not fear. Freedom. The freedom to walk through life on your own 2 feet, with your back straight, with your head high, with nothing to hide, nothing to prove, and everything to offer. Not a slave to desire, not a servant to chaos, but a sovereign soul, a crownless king. So rise, not with arrogance, but with resolve, not with vengeance, but with virtue, not with noise, but with unshakable presence. Earn your own respect first, then watch as the world follows. Let them talk, let them laugh, let them doubt, but you build in silence, you sharpen in darkness, you endure without applause, and one day, without needing to announce it, you will become undeniable. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. Let this be the code you carve into your soul. Virtue over vanity. Discipline over desire. Purpose over popularity. Strength over show. Become that man, and you will never have to chase respect again. You will embody it.